Right, now we will talk about variables. Variables in Go are containers that store data values. What makes Go interesting is that it supports two main approaches to variable declaration: explicit typing, where you specify the data type, and type inference, where Go automatically determines the type based on the value. Both methods are equally valid and serve the same purpose. They just differ in syntax. So let's explore each approach in detail. Alright, let's talk about the first type, which is the explicit type. Go has strict rules when it comes to variable declaration. When using explicit typing, you must specify the data type along with the variable name. This approach is called manifest typing. Let me show you how it works. Okay. For first name string call John. For last name string, okay, last name equal week. fmt printf hello this and this first name last name. Okay, like this. Let's break this down. We use for keyword to declare variables, right? In this first example, the first name is declared and initialized in one line. Okay? And the second example, this one, is the last name variable is declared first, and then we assign it to a value later on the second line. So this is what we call the explicit type. So we explicitly let the Golang knows that the value will be string, like this. Okay, next we will talk about the second type. So this one is explicit type, and the second one is, let me give this type 1, explicit type. Type 2, type inference. Yeah, type inference. Okay. Go is also support type inference, where the compiler automatically determines the variable type based on its value. This eliminates the need to explicitly write data type. Let me give you example. I will use the same example, so I will comment this first. First name is John. Okay, fmt f. I will just copy this. Okay, last name is week, like this. So you might notice some difference between the first type and the second type. Notice the difference that we use this instead of equal like this. And the second difference is we don't use for keyword, and we don't also specify the data type like the previous type in here, right? So this is much simple. And this you can see if I hover this, you can see it automatically define the data type of this value is string. No, so it automatically detect the data type based on the value that we assign. So what if you want to change the value of the last name, for example? You can just type this last name equal Bob, like this. So if you want to change the value, you just use this equal sign. Okay. That is the types of variables in Golang. Next, I want to explain a feature in Golang that is called multi-variable declaration. So Go supports declaring multi-variables simultaneously, which is incredibly convenient. Here are several ways to do this. Okay, let me just this. So the first declaration is like this: first name, first, second, third, string, like this. First, second, third equal to 1, 2, 3, like this. So we can do this, right? We can simultaneously assign these 3 variables with these 3 values in this line. Or you can do that by using this, like this. This also valid. Okay. Or if you want to use type inference, you can just do this, like this. There you go. You can do this. So that is how you can assign values to several variables at the same time. And yes, you can also assign a different data type for each variables. For example, like this. This is still valid. Okay. You can change this to this, true. This is still valid. So if you print this fmt print f, I'm just using this first, second, third. So this is not wrong. Okay, this is valid. So you can do it like this. This automatically convert the type of variables according to its assign value. For example, like first is string because we assign to this, second is integer because we assign to this, and the third is boolean because we assign to this value. So previously you might notice that if we don't use any variables in here, you can see there will be error message, right? Like this. I give you example. I delete the second. You can see this is error. Okay, it says that it is declared and not used the variable second. But what if you don't want to error? Okay, what if you want to still declare this variable, but you don't want to use it now, for example, and you don't anyone error? You can do this underscore. Okay, this way the error will go away. So that is how you can use underscore to ignore any variables. So in Golang variables, there are best practices and tips that you have to keep in mind. The first is choose meaningful variable names. For example, use first name instead of fn, for example. Second is use type inference for cleaner code when the type is obvious. Third is use explicit typing when you want to be specific about your data type. Fourth is remember the distinction between this symbol and this symbol. Okay. Fifth is utilize the underscore variables to handle unused values gracefully. And the last but not least is follow Go naming convention, so your code is standardized. So I think this is all for this video. That is how you can use variables in Golang. I hope you learn something from this video, and I will see you next time.